More than 3,000 children are waiting to be adopted in Ohio, waiting to find families to love them. And that's why November has been dedicated National Adoption Month to call attention to the thousands of children who need a place to call home. Joining me with what Central Ohio is doing to mark this month is Lynn Sowards. She's Associate Adoption Director with Franklin County Children's Services, and Rosemary Pomeroy with Capital University's Law Center, the Center for Adoption Law. Welcome to both of you. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Lynn, it's so important that we call attention to this. I mean, obviously there's a specific day set in mind. What happens on this special day for families in Central Ohio?
This is a very exciting day for Franklin County and all the children in Central Ohio that's affiliated with Children's Services and their permanent custody, is that they find forever homes. And National Adoption Day is a big celebration, and it brings attention to adoption and all the great things that have to come for children in their future in permanent homes.
What does Franklin County Children's Services do for this day?
For this day, we celebrate down at probate court. We have currently 11 children and 7 families celebrating a union, a legal union of adoption, and creating families and permanent homes.
This is mostly children who are in the foster system, Lynn?
Correct. These are children that are in foster care with Franklin County Children's Services. We have over 200 children that are available for adoption at this time, and these are just a small portion of them.
And I bet these families, I bet it's a wonderful day for all around.
It's very exciting. Some of these families have been waiting for a long time to create a family through adoption, and obviously our children have been waiting a long time to be a part of a permanent family.
Mm-hmm. Rosemary, you're part of that day too, Capital Law, you know, the Center for Adoption Law, and what a wonderful thing that we have right here in our own community. People want to know about that adoption process, and I know mostly we're talking about adoption from foster children, but they may think it's complicated or expensive, so they back away. What's the process like?
Well, the National Center for Adoption Law and Policy, which is part of Capital Law, is basically an organization that tries to really spread the message about adoption. So what we're showcasing Wednesday on National Adoption Day, of course, is adoption from the foster care system, but also National Adoption Month is the whole month of November, and it's an opportunity to just kind of showcase all the information that's out there about adoption of waiting children, particularly in the United States, for prospective adoptive parents. So I think with a good adoption professional and being armed with information from classes and training, you can basically adopt, I think, in a reasonable and really economical manner.
What I should mention is this is a National Adoption Day, so we're celebrating here in Central Ohio, but Rosemary, this is going on all across the country, isn't it?
Right, it's going on all across the country, and what happens is courts designate a time at their county court system, and ours is Franklin County Probate Court, to have the National Adoption Day celebration. So we have staff attorneys from our center as well as adoption attorney professionals from the Franklin County area who will be finalizing for the families. And I think it's an opportunity, again, to show folks how the process works, and also to let the families know that, you know, we're interested in being part of their special day and finalizing their children's adoptions.
I think it's a wonderful day. How many children this year, Lynn?
We have 11 children and 7 families this year.
And again, these are mostly from Central Ohio area, not just Columbus, but the Central Ohio area.
Correct, and mainly from Franklin County Children's Services. National Adoption Day has been going on for 13 years. We've been a participant for 13 years, as Ohio's been one of the founding members of celebrating and bringing attention to adoption and celebrating the union of these children and their families, forever families.
Now, I know that Capital Law Center is part of this, Capital University. Mm-hmm. What other partners do you have?
We do. We cannot do this without our partners. Nationwide Insurance has assisted us, as well as Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. Of course, the PCSAO, which is the Public Children's Services Association of Ohio. We all collaborate to make this a really special moment for our children and our families and celebrate adoption.
It's wonderful that there are so many people partnering, and Rosemary, I'm sure you see the more people that participate and partner, the more we're going to see children get adopted.
Well, it's interesting too with Nationwide, because some of their attorneys and paralegals have participated in the process in terms of preparing the forms that are used in the finalization, and also some of the attorneys and paralegals will be attending the actual finalization hearings. So, you know, again, I think it's a way for our corporate partner to be involved and, you know, participate in the adoptive process.
What a wonderful day. And all ages, Lynn, being adopted?
All ages. All ages. We have a diverse group of kids. They're all excited. They all know about it. We have Cheryl's cookies and a lot of food and a celebration, and that's fun for all of us.
That's great stuff for all these new families.
All these new families.
Lynn, and thank you, Rosemary, as well. Nice to have you both here.